Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to discuss about Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. The DHCP automatically provides IP address to client devices. There are two methods of assigning IP address, static and dynamic. The way of assigning static IP address, the procedures are discussed in our previous tutorial. You can check the link in your description. Today we will discuss what is dynamic IP address, how it works, and how to configure the dynamic IP address. Before going to DHCP, we will discuss what is the drawback or what are the major issues with static IP. If you are configuring a static IP for 4 client computers, it will be series of IP address of same class. In case the two IP address of the client system will be matched or when mismatch will happen, the IP then we really need DHCP. Then what is dynamic IP? Computer gets an IP address from DHCP server. It's called Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. It's fully automatically assigning the IP address to the client system. To know about current IP configuration in your system, run the command ncpa.cpl. It will open Network Configuration Settings. Here in Network Connections, click on Properties. Choose IPv4. It is obtaining the IP address automatically. That's it. It is dynamic IP address. Now you can check the DHCP protocol is activated in our server. So run the command ipconfig/all and the DHCP server IP address you can see here 172.29.190.1. Now I will tell you about IP address lease. The DHCP server assigns the IP address as a lease. Lease is the amount of time an IP address is assigned to a computer. Whenever we are assigning an IP address from DHCP, it will assign for a specific client system based on MAC address. And the main thing in DHCP settings is scope. The scope contains the start and end IP address of DHCP. When we are assigning IP for 10 client system dynamically, the DHCP settings scope will assign 10 IP address for the client system. We can configure the starting IP address and ending IP address for assigning client. There is no leased. The IP address are actually given to the computers and are not leased. If we need to connect one more computer into this scope, it is difficult because before that we need to remove one old computer from this scope. The releasing of all the client system is required whenever you are assigning a new computer if there is no lease space. If all the range of IP addresses are assigned to the computer, then you need to assign one more scope or you need to release one old client system from the scope. And there is a technique called reservation in DHCP server. But in a secure network, we cannot change printer, server, switch, router and other network devices IP address as our wish. because the client system will connect any of the system randomly, because there will be a username and password. When they are connecting, the specific IP address will log the account details in the server. But in case of printer, server, switch and router, there will be always a reserved IP address in lifetime. Now we will discuss about DHCP process. The process indicates how the DHCP server will communicate with the client system. When a client is requesting for a data, first it will send a DHCP discover request to the DHCP server. And if a connection will be established, the DHCP server will return a message called offer, and the client will start the request, and DHCP server will pack the data to client system. It is very simple as seen in this diagram. Now I will show you how to configure DHCP server. Open Server Manager. Click on Add Roles and Features. Before continue, make sure your administrator account has strong password, network settings and IP address are configured. In this case, we are installing a DHCP server. So click on Next, and here we are doing role-based installation. Select Server from Server Pool. You need to add. Here we are adding DHCP server. Select which server role you add features. Click on Next. Allow restart the destination server automatically if required. Click on Next. It will start the installation. Wait for completing the installation. Now open DHCP. Click on Tools. Select DHCP. Here you can see the DHCP server is installed successfully. We configured the DHCP with IPv4. Click on IPv4. Right click on IPv4. Select New Scope. Here we need to create a scope to add a range of IP address to configure for client. Enter the scope name. Here I am giving computer lab, and the description computer lab for school students. Click on Next. Here configuration settings for DHCP server. Enter the range of address that scope distributes. Start IP address and end IP address. This range of address we can assign to your client systems. The subnet mask will automatically detect because I have given a class C IP address. The exclusions are address of range of address that are not distributed by the server. A delay time is duration which server will delay the transmission of DHCP offer message. From We can exclude a range of IP address from the scope range. If any user computer is connected to DHCP server and the IP address is assigned for a specific MAC address, it will release after 8 days. By default, it is 8 days. I want to configure these options now. Now I am adding one default gateway for router. Click on add. Next, click on next. Now you can choose your domain name and DNS server. Here we are installing and configuring the DHCP server in our parent domain called itengineer.com. If in case any other server is contacting with our current domain, you can provide the server name and IP address. And the Win servers, now we are not discussing about it. We will discuss it in later sessions. Now we are completing the new scope wizard. Click on Finish. The new scope is created called Computer Lab. We can refresh it now. Right click on the new scope and click on Refresh. As well as we need to restart the DHCP server for affecting the changes. Right click on IPv4, then click on Alt Task, then Restart. Wait for few seconds to restart the DHCP server. Now you can see here the address pool. The address pool indicates the starting IP address and ending IP address of our DHCP server. Here you can see the range of IP address we are excluded from dynamic hosting. And the reservation for a specific switch, routers and other network devices are not configured yet. That's all about today's session. If you have any doubt, DNS server or any queries, you can come and comment below. Thank you for watching.